Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Ray back with Wavy J Tents. Today I'm at another shop. I'm at Auto Trim here in Kalamazoo, Michigan. If you guys don't know, I've been working with Auto Trim, installing paint protection film for them. They're a great company, and I support them 100% along with my company itself. So if you guys ever need any paint protection film, window tinting, vinyl wraps, or anything like that, make sure that you also consider them when looking at those things. But without further ado, I'm about to install some paint protection film on the front of my vehicle right now. So what's going on is I reached out to Steck because I'm looking for paint protection film supplier as far as the colored paint protection film goes. My company, Scorpion Window Film, shout out to you guys. You guys do a great job, and you guys also offer a clear film. Right now we're trying out their clear film only because that's the sample size that they sent me, or else I would have been using Scorpion Window Film to put my front bumper on. Due to the fact they sent me a sample rollout, I don't have enough to do the whole entire piece in one piece. So what we're going to be doing is a two-piece install. It's going to be a seam straight down the middle. We're going to try and get that to be as absent as possible without being able to see it. We've already done a lot of the wipe down and stuff like that. We went ahead and got it all the old glue off because we had paint protection film on here already. I don't know if you guys have seen that video. I don't know if that video is even out or posted, but if not, this one will be. So you guys will be able to see that. We're going to go ahead and just get straight into this install, guys. So yeah. Going over it one last time, getting all the little spots off. This thing should be ready to go, though. And guys, I've been in multiple fender benders with this thing. I took it off, the paint protection film off. I took it off when, like, last night. It wasn't too bad. The steam helped. Some areas I need to steam and some areas I didn't. So guys, we're going to be doing a gel install, not a regular slip solution install, because I prefer gel over slip solution when it comes to doing installs, even though it's a little bit harder to clean up and do all that type of stuff. But that is what we're going to be doing. Where is my... This should just be regular slip. So we're going to be using a peel board. I got a peel board right here behind you guys. You guys can't see it, but I just got a regular moving peel board and we're using to peel the film off of. See what side we got first coming on. Looks like we got the right side going on first, guys, which is cool. It's kind of the side I wanted, actually. Never used this stuff before. I know a lot of people say that there's only a few different makers and stuff like that of PPF, so we're going to see how this works. I know the stuff I'm used to applying here at this shop is Lumar, so this stuff is going to be a little bit different than Lumar, maybe, or maybe the same. We're going to find out right now today. So yeah, everything wiped down. That's ready to go. That's ready to go. Get our gel ready. Get a nice coating of gel on there. All right. Got our gel sprayed on. Not sure how this method is going to come out, guys. I've never two-pieced a front bumper. Don't know if I would recommend it or not either, but we're going to find out after this. Hopefully that music's not too loud. Hopefully I'm not getting copyrighted right now. We'll go see. So the idea I had, guys, was if I lay one side down, I can stretch it to the middle. and hopefully get enough coverage that way. Because this is not the easiest front bumper to do, guys. Not at all. Found that out the hard way the first time I tried to do it, and I bulked installed it. So we're going to start at this bottom corner. Normally we start at the top, but it's actually going to be easier to start at the bottom. I don't know where I just put my squeegee, but I got one in my pocket. Perks of doing this all day. This is hanging over the edge right there. I guess that's going to wrap over. We might have to do a cut there, but we'll see. Squeegee this out. Alright. Hopefully let this tack down here. The plan is going to be to stretch it up. And guys, I did go ahead. I used a core cutout pattern for this. Great patterns they normally have. The only thing is I did take out these cutouts. I'm going to hand cut these cutouts because with me having to stretch it in, with me not installing it, how it's made to install, I want to make sure it goes smooth. Alright, get that up there. Let's tack in a little bit. That's what we need. Go ahead and squeegee out. Make sure we get our body line first, guys. Corner's good. Go ahead and squeegee out the rest. And guys, with this, you're just working in stages. You know, working little by little, making sure you don't get any contamination back in there. Making sure you're working everything out. Make sure you're going over these mirrors. Oh, I think I'm going to have double paint protection film on my mirrors, actually, because I'm pretty sure I did not take the paint protection off my mirrors last night. So those might be double protected. And they will be, because I'm not taking that off. Alright. So right now, we got this whole side of this bumper tacked. Right now, we're going to go ahead and work our way up to this point. Try and lock this in. Let's make sure we still got some movement though. Just inside here. Make sure that's up high enough. We're going to have to stretch this a decent amount. And I need this to still be slipped. So what I'm going to do is I am going to get some more gel, especially on these body lines, guys. Just going to soak this thing with gel. Make sure we get all the air and stuff out of it. That's loose and moving. We're just going to go ahead and lay that down like that. We're ready to do our squeegee. Hard body line right here. Try and get as much out of that as possible. Hold that there, squeegee up and out. Lock that into place. Perfect. Ted pulling in some stuff. Outside or inside. Do got a little bit of trapped dirt right there that should squeegee out with all the water that we have and all the gel that we have right there. So now we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead, guys, and stretch this way as much as possible. Try and mitigate these fingers. You see it just glass out. That's what we want. We want this to literally glass. We don't want to stretch it that far, but to the point where these fingers, you just see that all just lay down. So you see, by stretching it, we had these fingers up here in this top area that we just got rid of. So we don't have any fingers up here anymore. All we have to do is just press this up and into place. We can use our hands to do this. We can shift it up ever so slightly. A little bit of tacking going on right here. Lift that back, peel that back, spray down some stuff in there, massage that in there. There we go, guys. It's going to be a pretty clean install. Don't want to hold my hand there too long, actually, because I don't want that to tack right there. So I'm just going to squeegee out. Drop that down just a little bit. Cover more of my body line. And guys, this is not a replaced front bumper. Like I said, I've been in front accidents, front fender benders in this vehicle, and there's no damage to show for it on the paint. There's literally no paint damage due to this paint protection film. Like, you would think that this is a brand new car based on the paint, because this paint protection film in general just does wonders. And I know we had talked a little bit, guys, about there not being a whole bunch of manufacturers of paint protection film. I do have to say this is applying very familiar to the film that they use here at Auto Trim, which is a great film. Don't get me wrong, it is a great film. It's a great film that we use here at Auto Trim. But as far as the Steck stuff goes, it is applying very similar to that stuff, which is a good thing. But now, price-wise, who's going to have the better deal? Because that's what it's going to come down to. Because a lot of this film, like I said, it's very similar. So there may be some truth to whoever told me that there's only a few different actual makers of paint protection film. So I'm trying to get you guys a better angle real quick. What we got going on here. We got some fingering going on here. take a squeegee, just work these out. So the way I'm squeegeeing right now, this direction that I'm doing, I only do this in this area. Otherwise, I want to squeegee like this, and go like that, and push these out this way, push this moisture out, use this gel out. So right here, I got tack point I want to do right here, because this is going to be a tough area to lay down most of the time. But the way I install it in that stretch that we did, it's not going to be as bad as it was for me the first time, but you still just want to be conscious of it and try and tackle it accordingly. And guys, even in this little area, I'm taking my time because this is the final area. This is what has to seal. This is what has to lay down. So you want to make sure that it's going to lay down as best as possible. As far as peel back goes and stuff falling back down, this is working wonders and going down great. Like, you see that lay in? That's what we want. We want that to lay down without having any fingers. And that's what that just did. And that's what we want. We do have a little tiny one there. We'll see what that does after we leave it out in the sunlight. We'll see if that goes back some more. We'll see if we can't mitigate that or even just trim that back slightly. But that, guys, that's great coverage. That's a great lay down right there. That's what we want to see. Really scooping out gel. Now moving on to this area right here. We got this stuff right here to lay down. This stuff right here, you guys can see that. Lay this down. Use our hand. Using your hand, guys, goes a long way. You heat up the vinyl at the same time that you're laying it down, so you kind of get the best of both worlds. And sometimes you can literally lay it down with your hand, hold it there, squeegee out other areas that are necessary. And that's laying down like butter, guys. That's literally 10 times easier than it was for me the first time I did it. We got a little bit of peel back going on, but those are all lay down. This will lay down really good. There we go. That's out of there. You guys can see that. That's literally laid down. Like I said, this motion that I'm doing with this squeegee this way is only for these type of areas. Any other area, you're going like that. Flat surfaces, especially seams, body lines, you want to go like this and squeegee this in this fashion, this way. Just squeegee out this last part, guys. It's actually the paint. It's a paint error right there. It's not a bubble. It's a paint error. Kind of hard to tell worst paint error that could be because it looks exactly like a bubble, but it's not. Again, on these edges, I like to go with this direction of the squeegee. I feel like it gets the best coverage. And there we go. Go ahead and find a microfiber towel if you can. Everything is pretty much squeegeed out, guys, for the most part. So now What we're going to do is go back and wipe everything down. See where we're at. Let's see what we got going on. A little bit of peeling right here. Just going to tuck that in. Hold it there for a second. Normally all it takes. Hold it there. Get some heat on it with our finger. That's good. That's a clean install, guys. Actually, don't got any string there. You don't. Squeegee up this top part. And this top part right here, guys, where I'm getting this little tiny finger, I literally just pushed out a little bit of gel, so that should lay down now. But even if it didn't, there's a body line right here that we can just literally cut on, and that would literally disappear, even though it did just disappear right there. Exactly what we want to see. Now, I don't know if I installed this really good or if it's the film, but it went very well. Again, I did not use the Lumar film on this like I did for all my other vehicles that I did that were Mavericks. But this install is very similar to that from what I can tell. From the way it's working, this one just went really well. I am more experienced though, so that plays a factor too. Getting more and more experience, getting better and better at this every single day. Literally, I do this every single day. So sometimes that does play a factor in it, but yeah, wiping down the gel as fast as possible. I gotta make sure I get better at that, because once you let this stuff sit, it literally puts a crust on the rest of the car. So guys, right here, we got a little bit of peel back happening already, probably just from moisture. Go ahead, lay that back down. Nice and smooth. Take our finger, heat it up. And guys, right here in this little recess area where it curves in, if you need to use a little bit of steam, that's okay. You can use steam to heat it up and lay that down, and it'll be more pliable. I did a stretch, which is good too, and to mitigate it. But you can also use steam to lay it down. And I prefer the stretch method. I think the stretch method is going to give you better protection and just give you a better install, and it's going to give you better longevity. I think it's just going to do everything better. So I would tell you to stretch. Now, the other thing is, again, this is a half install. Remember that. We still have another half to put on. So we need to go ahead and figure out what we are going to do as far as seaming this. You know, we're going to have to get a really tight seam on here so it looks flush. Just going to fold over our bottom edges. Try and give those a good press out. Get those to tuck as best as we can. It should be above the body though. I should be able to barely. It kind of folds under. So if we can get that to stay, we'll leave it like that. Maybe some edge seal tape, something like that. Guys, it's okay to use edge seal tape. That's what they make it for, edges. It's edge seal tape. It's literally in the name. Put it on there and use it. Doesn't make you a bad installer, doesn't make you a good installer. It just gives you more protection and makes your job last a lot longer. That's what we want to see. You don't want to be wasting money redoing stuff. Buying more film. Film is expensive. This stuff is not cheap. Going over this with my hand, guys, making sure we don't get enough dirt or debris on there. Doesn't look like I do. Looks really good. It's time for install. again, like I was saying, just squeezing out this bottom edge, you guys didn't see any of that, except for when I first started, but ooh, there's a lot of gel on there. But yeah, we're just going like this, squeezing it down. Showing because this thing is so tight. It's actually crazy. Oh, if the camera's even picking that up. Said video's picking that up. Oh, video's not. I mean, you guys can see it right there. But guys, there's literally no gap. Like, there's no gap. It's only there because, you know what I'm saying, you back it up, you can't see it. You can still see it in person though. From this side, you can't really see it too much. From that side, you can still see it. It's like a black line, but that's just a shadow, just the lighting. But alrighty guys, that's the end of the video. I'm gonna end it right there. If you guys ever need paint protection film, make sure you have WavyJ Tint. You guys call Auto Trim and Design. Great company. Both of us, we work together and we partner up on paint protection film jobs. So let us know what you guys need and we'll get it done for you guys. With all that being said, this is the end of the video. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, share it with a friend, leave a comment, let me know what kind of cars you guys got, and if you guys have paint protection film on and who you guys chose to go with. Installers, always want to know what do we have out there in the market, what's the best stuff you guys have found, what are you guys doing to protect edges, and then also what are you guys doing on Cybertrucks as far as installation and making sure those edges stay down. Alright, this is Ray with WavyJ Tints, and I'm out.